Got ourselves team 1 with Trados, Arms Warrior. We got in the back Unstoppable as Elemental, Shaman with Catchgun on the Fury, Christina on the Feral, and Money gonna be going up first, trying to make that money. We got ourselves on the other team Frost Boss as a Frost DK, Arcia as a sub rogue, 100%. Vidma as a Fire Mage. We got ourselves Copy Fiend as enhancement first. In the back we got ourselves Shay, then Deer. We got Shay. Shay. We'll call him Shay. Copy. Trying to go for a bit of zaps, and that's gonna be. Oh, I think he's trying to see if he can get the money out. He put the totem back where money was and try to go for a AoE with Crash Lightning. I like what he was trying to do, trying to get the rogue out, but I don't think he was able to. Make sure to put the totem back next to him. I like how you can do some stuff like that with the totem. Gonna be open about money, doing big damage to Copy. Copy no longer with the trinket is at least able to get heals somehow, and it actually does not have wall anymore. The pure immunity wall. Stun into money, does get himself a little bit of a heal. That's gonna be a nice stun into money, so Copy might be able to go for some damage. Recovered health quite well. Money got that evasion. Copy just needs to find a way to slow him down, and is gonna have to go for heals. The ghost tools are generally the maelstrom he needs. Money is gonna dip behind the pillar with that vanish. No flame shock on him, so it's going to be Cloak of Shadows. Hasn't been used yet. And Copy Fiend is just going to have to figure out how's he going to fight the next opener by money. If he can wall while he's stunned, he will be in a great spot. But I don't think he can use that wall while stunned. I really don't think he can, but maybe I'm proven wrong here. Going to be opener by money without a Rupture. Kyrian ability immediately into big damage. Does Copy Fiend get to survive this? Cheap Shot does get himself a bit of a heal out of nowhere. That's going to be immunity into a blind. Oh no, Money still has himself another go he could do. And Copy just can't even heal himself. He needs to get himself a heal totem or something. Oh no, he's still in Ghost. And that's giving him some healing, but I don't know what he can really do in this situation. I think that's why he should have dropped down, make pass totem, heal totem. I think it's gonna be over. Wait, oh no, Money with that eviscerate. Yo, that's so rough, dude. That's rogues right there. Gonna be an opener by Arisia with a trigger from Money into a cheap shot immediately. Money goes in for a Shadow Step, and Arisia taking him out with a Shadow Strike of their own. And Rogues got nerfed, by the way. GG, well played. It reminds me of Rogues back in vanilla, dude. Go for a cheap shot, kidney shot, blind, vanish, sap, or reset, I guess. Into triple sap, into prep. Cheap shot, kidney shot, blind, sap, vanish. I'm pretty sure you don't even need to vanish, actually. And then just ambush with cold blood at the end, I think. That's nutty. Catcher can get hit with a sap. Arcia is going to go for big damage here. As so rogues. You're going to be cheap trinket out of Catcher with big damage. Going to go for a stomp for Arcia. And that's going to be enraged regeneration to catch up on health. Arcia still has a lot of cooldowns left to deal with this situation. Vanish as Catcher started to get some setup. Whirlwind does go through, but if only Cat has some kind of a bleed to get Arcia out. But Fear Words do not come with that natively. This is going to be a little bit rough. Looking for the eyes, if possible. Grabbing the eyes, and Arcia gets a cheap shot opener to Cat. Not a lot he can really do. I think it's going to be over. And that's it. Again, Rogues have gotten nerfed too, boys. Rogues have gotten nerfed. Trados getting hit with a blind. Going to check it out immediately. Trying to get a slow to Arcia. Does hit him with a slow. No reset available for Arcia. Does go for a kidney shot, though. Trying to make a reset himself. If Trados could somehow find him back, not going to be able to. Already tricking the blind, so Arcia is in a position where he can go for another 100% curve go. Kappa, yeah. Rogue, no, they really did get nerfed. Rogues, Kyrian in particular, got nerfed. And it's big nerf for sub in particular, too. But, as you can see, parry available for Trados is just trying to tank up some of the damage. And I think he had a Blade Storm rolling there for the opener into a Fear. Arcia has evasion, but not for much longer. And that maybe Trados might be able to do something here. Gonna be a nice Colossus smash dropping down. And Arcia try to go for a reset with a Shadow Meld. Not gonna happen. Needs to get some kind of other go onto Trados. Otherwise, this warrior is just tearing him right through. Making the mortal strikes really hurt. Kidney shot does Arcia have himself a go, a reset. Trados goes for a leap and almost gets the rogue out. That Kyrian spear almost got him out. So close. So close. If only it was just a little bit forward. That would have tagged him with a dot and kept him yoink back in. Arcia barely escaped that. Trados should have just been maybe a little bit further out. Just a hair further out. Just a little further out. Because now Arcia is going to have himself a proper go. If Trados is, at least he's in defensive stance, so he might take a little bit less damage. Still, never mind. Those shadows. Oh! Arcia not even going for a double stun there. Gonna be disarmed out of Trados. Arcea just went in for big dams. And Trados at least recovering some health in there. Without playing the Stormbolt, it is a little bit sucky. But he does have to go for a bit of actually healing here. And Arcea, I think, is just gonna have him just a little bit more dam. Not much you can do. Trados just so behind. Christina is gonna get a Moonfire onto Arcea. Does have a Click of Shadows advantage if needed. He might just do it. Wait, did he get a Moonfire on him? It looked like he did. It looked like he did, but I guess he didn't. He raised his hand up in the air for a second. Maybe he was doing something else with it. I thought it was a Moonfire. But it's going to be a reset. Christina playing the Convoke, which is basically a rogue with one-shots. Arcea with our 100% crit legendary one-shots is going to have evasion coming up in 13 seconds, so might as well wait. Shadow Blades of him. It's actually going to be as close to a duel as possible. The only thing Arcea is missing is Smoke Bomb, which is not always necessary for 1v1s, but can be helpful for catching resets. I think it's necessary for casters, maybe. So you can kind of line aside a caster cast. Going to be Christina popping in the bear form. So Arcea needs to choose. Do they go for burst now? That's going to be a bar skin. Do they go for the damage anyway? It is going to go for the Shadow Strikes mark for the Eviscerate while crit is up. Just going to have to do it anyway. Just going to have to do it to him. Man, that's a rough one. And is going to catch himself a bit of a re-stealth to open to get Christina out in the open. Does not get him out. Christina, actually, no, he does with a bash. Does have a trick and kidney shot for the Convoke. Arcea does have defenses available. Actually, no, he doesn't anymore. Kyrian might actually have the damage needed for Christina. Looks like he's actually going to chill and reset a little bit. Blind to Christina should be able to go on his bleeds. Oh, the bleeds. The bleeds. The bleeds got him. Man, this is nerf subtlety rogues, by the way. Christina's dead. Yo, you should have given Christina a bit more credit than that. Come on, fam. Man, those 70% of subtlety to go open a balance, right? Lads on, yo. I do wonder what they'll do with sub rogues. Because I think if they nerf the Lego, it might at this point be too much of a nerf. They might need to buff sub back up and nerf the Lego in PvP or something, but I don't think Blizzard wants to nerf the Lego in PvP. I don't think they want to touch Legos in PvP, really. I think they want to touch the classes themselves. That's crazy, though. Shay is going to be up next as a hunter on team 2. As Arcea did a really, really good job. Is that Arcea? I was literally saying his name for the last 7 minutes. 5 minutes. I think it is Arcea. Arcea? Close enough. Shay looks like he's going to be picking up the eye. Should be able to see Christina. Should be able to hit him with a Hunter's Mark. Does land the mark. And it's going to be played. The Marksman is going to go for a pet strat instead. Okay. Does he not know where Christina's at? I think he's looking at the wrong pillar. He's looking at like this pillar. But the pet is going this way. No, he does know. He does know. And he's going to be able to get him out, not letting the Feral get the opener. Is going to sprint out of there immediately with Christina getting hit with a freezing trap as soon as he saw it. Big aim shot into a binding shot that doesn't really make it. Into more aim shots, doesn't have the region. Christina actually backing out towards the pillar was a good strat there. Get out of line of sight. Doorway of Shadows coming out for Shay. Looks like he didn't use his Covenant ability to put a bleed onto Christina. Or a shadow damage dot onto Christina. That's going to be a trinket out of the Feral opener. Big damage on Christina without even a Convoke. And Shay's not really looking all that good. The blades are really doing work on him into a sniper shot right after. Enter a disengage as Christina trying to get on top of the Marksman Hunter. Thorns are up, mostly for the pet. Ursos is going to yoink him back in there. He's going to get knocked back. And Shay actually goes for a turtle. Christina does have a tricky coming up very, very soon. So Shay maybe will have a hard time getting his proper opener here. Proper burst go here. Freezing trap, super short. Shay does go for a feign death into a camo. If Christina can somehow get him in the pad out, looks like he got one of them out of in the open. And I think Shay's done. Does go for survival of the fittest, but I don't think this man is going to survive much longer. Does get himself a kill shot there. Probably should be using the Flate Shot. I don't know if Flate Shot actually has an animation anymore. Maybe he did use Flate Shot because it looked like he just got a kill shot proc there. So maybe he already had Flate Shot on Christina. That's what I was saying at the beginning. Like maybe he should have used it because it didn't say animation, but maybe he doesn't have one anymore. I think it used to, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Gonna be an opener stun onto Frost Boss. Frosty goes in for immediate IBF against Christina with that hand. Dropping down a pet as well. Gonna be stuns back to back from the pet as well as from him. Third stun from the dragon. Christina actually boarding and getting yoinked back on top of the DK. Frost Boss just basically collapsed every cooldown into Christina. As Insufferable is gonna be up next. Juking out a kick from Frost Boss. And she'd be able to get the big mean zaps in there. The AMS does come out for Frostboss. Try to deal with some of this magic damage with an AMZ. also to deal with the damage. Probably gonna go for a grip until Unstoppable when he gets a chance. Maybe, no, he's actually swapping to the pet. Probably should have gone line of sight from Unstoppable. Trick gets out of the lasso. And it's just continuing to be the tiny wreckage as best as he can, trying to continue keeping the good work rolling as a Frost and DK missing an interrupt onto Unstoppable. Should be big damage out of the Shaman though, and does take him out, with Vidma going to be up next, interrupting Unstoppable as he does go for a wall here. Needs to find a way to deal with the damage. Trying to go for purges off of the combustion, does get the combustion off. And Vidma trying to go for Ring of Frost on the other hand. Well, it's going to be Unstoppable getting a stun with the Earth Elemental. We are at 32% dampening, so at this point it's going to come down to Vidma trying to make a play while still utilizing the Cauterize as well as the Ice Buck. We should do quite a bit of healing. Is going to have Alter Time available. Going to get Hex. What happens if you get Hexed and you're on Alter Time? Do you actually get, when you're Alter Time, are you still in CC'd? I don't know if you are or not. I think you would not be CC'd. Actually, I think you would be. Yeah, I think you still would be. Integrated Pyro as Vidma trying to go for a big setup onto Unstoppable. Going to lose quite a bit of his health, but he's getting aggressive back with Vidma. He's going to blink and get himself the shield back up and running. Unstoppable still super high on health. Has big zaps available. Vidma might just have to go for an Ice Block as Cauterize comes out. Does he have a go? Does not get the breath, and I think it's going to be over. Unstoppable just needs a couple more instances. Down it goes. Man, Arcia with him come back as a as a sub rogue. I didn't realize he had 3 kills there too. But that's sub rogues, boys. They nerfed him too. As the nerf subtlety. It's nutty. It is a little nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Cryzer's here. All right. We gotta get Hardwin, Cryzer, and Krager to play each other. Athaman.